So, hi Harsh.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you, Harsh?
I am fine, sir. How are you?
I'm also good. Are you feeling nervous?
Yes, little bit, not that much.
Okay, so I hope you are ready.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Perfect. So, Harsh, tell me something about yourself.
My name is Harsh Kumar Singh. I've been born and brought up in Kanpur, and I've completed my schooling from Scotfield School, Kanpur. Then I graduated in Information Technology from Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology.
Okay, nice. So, you are from Kanpur, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me something about Kanpur.
Kanpur is a very famous city, and it is near to the state capital of UP, that is Lucknow.
Okay.
And it has been a very important city since medieval period, and it also played a very important part during the first revolution of independence, that was in 1857. And it is also known for its leather products, as they are listed in ODOP scheme of UP government, and there are many ordnance factories as well in Kanpur.
Okay, as hope you are known about this, that there were many leather industries in Kanpur that were, and even other industries as well, that are currently shut down.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what could be a reason behind it?
Sir, the main reason that the companies were shut down was the amount of pollution that they were creating and dumping into the holy river Ganga without a proper treatment of the wastage.
Okay. So, I can see that you have a graduation in IT degree, IT sector, right?
Yes, sir.
So, why after IT sector now into banking?
Sir, I wanted to serve the people that were not so exposed to the banking sector, or we can say the financial sector, as I have seen as from my personal experience that the beneficiaries of the government schemes such as Jan Dhan Yojana, etc., are not directly beneficiary, as they do not properly know which schemes are most important for them, and so I wanted to help them and serve my country that I couldn't do in the IT sector.
Okay, how do you think that your IT sector will benefit the organization?
Sorry, sir.
How do you think that your IT sector will benefit the organization?
Which organization?
In bank, wherever you will be posted in.
Oh, I see that uh, whether if I'm posted in a rural or urban branch, it doesn't matter. I would try to help the customers at every possible step that comes with me, and I would try to enhance the services of the bank or the branch, whichever I am
My
posted.
question is, how will your IT sector knowledge will help you in banking?
Okay, as we see that most of the banks are now switching to the digital transactions and digital passbooks. So, if a person of elderly age or a new younger person who does not have the proper knowledge about the digital or technological world, then I can help them in various ways, such as I can help guide them to learn the technology in a simpler and easier way.
Okay, very nice. So, okay, Harsh, आपके नाम का क्या मतलब है?
Sir, Harsh Naam was a very popular name when I was born, as it also featured in various serials, I would say, daily soaps. And the literal meaning of this word is to spread happiness, or we can say happiness.
Okay, tell me something about Harshvardhan.
Sir, there are many kings in the medieval period or ancient period that were named Harshvardhan, such as in Vijayanagar Empire
Yes.
and Mauryan Empire, and
Okay,
we
we
can
talk about Vijayanagar Empire. So, tell me something about Harshvardhan from medieval period, from this Vijayanagar Empire.
sorry, sir, I cannot recall this at the time.
No issues, no issues. Okay, tell me the difference between NABARD and RBI.
Sir, RRB, as we know, is the central bank, or we can also term it as the banker of every bank, and it is the central
RRB or RBI?
RRB and RBI.
No, what did you say? RRB or RBI?
RBI.
RBI. Okay, okay.
Did you ask me about RRB or
No,
RBI?
I asked you about NABARD and RBI only.
So I am first explaining RBI, then I would come to NABARD.
Sure,
So as
sure.
we,
Okay.
it is the Central Bank of India, and it is a statutory body and a regulatory body that governs all types of financial institutes in Indian country. And NABARD is a special bank that used to be a subsidiary of RBI, but now in present time, it is completely separate from RBI, and it was especially established to help the agricultural and farming sector of India.
Okay. I would like to ask you that tell me something about inflation. What is the current scenario of inflation?
Sir, inflation is a term that we describe as the general growth in the price of every commodity, and it is very essential for the growth of any type of economy, rather even if it's a company or a nation. And if inflation rising up to 2 to 6% is considered good for the growth of any economy, and if the growth is less than 2% or more than 6%, then it is a point of concern.
Okay. So under which authority this benchmark is given from 2 to 6%?
Sir, RBI governs this.
You sure? Is it RBI or Finance Ministry?
Sir, uh, from where I have read, I see it is RBI.
Okay, very nice. So tell me something more about monetary policy.
Monetary policy is published every 2 months in a year, and it can be it is published basically by the discussion of monetary policy committee that is formed every 3 months at a quarterly period or bi-monthly, depending on the government. And in today's world, India India forms monetary policy committee every twice after every 2 months. And the current monetary policy is given out yesterday, which concluded that the repo rate should be decreased by 25 basis points.
Okay. So monetary policy. How many members are there in monetary policy?
Sir, a monetary policy committee consists of 6 members, in which 3 are from RBI, including the governor of RBI, which in present time is Mr. Sanjay Malhotra, and other 3 are from Government of India.
Okay. What is the minimum quorum that is required to set up a monetary policy committee? Minimum quorum.
Sir, it is of 6 members.
6 members, or what about maximum strength?
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
Maximum strength is 6 members and the quorum is 4 members. So minimum 4 members have to be present in the community to run. Okay. Okay. So why should we let you join the bank? What is there inside you and not in the other candidates?
Sir, I cannot say anything about the other candidates as I have not met them personally, but I can assure you that I can be of multiple benefits towards the bank, as I have a professional degree in information technology, so I can help the upcoming customers who are not knowing the proper technical or digital knowledge and the ease of doing business technically by using digital means. I can help them in various ways and can tend them to shift towards more digital than conventional methods.
Okay, Harsh, what is banking in your terms? What do you mean by banking?
The bank is an institution that allows its customers to deposit and lend money, depending on their
deposit
needs.
And borrow money.
Yes, borrow. Sorry.
No worries, no issues. Okay, tell me something about Rabi and Kharif crops.
Sir, Rabi and Kharif crops are the crops that are grown according to seasons, such as Kharif crop is sown during the summer season, as they need more water for their harvest. And Rabi crops are those crops that are sown during the early winter phase, such as October, November. And they do not need such water requirement as Kharif crops.
Okay. What is the capital of USA?
Washington, D.C.
Okay. Can you tell me one thing, that why in India, after so much production, can you tell me first of all, tell me India is which kind of economy? Primary, secondary or tertiary?
Sir, India is a primary economy that is shifting towards secondary.
You sure about it?
No, sir, I would like to change my answer. India is a secondary economy that is shifting towards tertiary economy. That means India is a industry-based economy today, but is more shifting towards more service-providing economy.
You sure about it?
Yes, sir.
No, India is actually a service sector economy.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me one thing, like, as we know that India is so good at production, we have all demographical features, but still after so much production, hunger is still there. So continuously we can see, like in Bihar, places like Bihar, the hunger is so high, the starvation are there. So can you tell me a probable reason behind it, after having so much production, but still that hunger index, we are not like improving?
Sir,
What
in
could
my knowledge, the main problem around hunger is that we produce the crops in surplus amount, but the main problem is around the storage and distribution. As
okay,
we do not have, we have the proper facilities to grow the crops, but we do not have the proper facilities to store them and to distribute among the needy people. That results in a large amount of wastage of crops, as we see every year.
okay. What is CPI?
CPI is the term which stands for Consumer Price Index,
Okay,
and is used to define the GDP.
used to define GDP.
I'm not sure about it. I have read
Okay,
it.
CPI is actually an index that is used to calculate inflation.
Okay.
Yeah, and who like uh, okay. Can you tell me the difference between RTGS and NEFT?
So RTGS stands for real-time gross settlement, that is used to make payments from one bank account to another bank account, and it is a real-time payment settlement process.
And
That
who
means,
formulates CPI? Can you tell me?
sir, I have no idea about it.
Okay. So what is the minimum amount for an RTGS?
The minimum amount for an RTGS is rupees 2 lakhs.
Okay. Can you tell me the full form of ATM?
ATM stands for automatic teller machine.
Automatic or automated?
Automated.
Automated teller machine. Right. Okay. So what is the validity of check?
A validity of a check is for 2 months.
2 months?
Wait. Yes, sir, 2 months.
It's 3 months. And what about a demand draft?
Sir, I don't know about the demand draft.
A demand draft is also a same payable instrument. Its validity is also for 3 months. Okay. Tell me something about NPCI.
NPCI stands for National Payment Corporation of India, and it is the governing body of any type of digital payment made in India. For
Is it
example,
a governing body?
yes, sir. It is a
NPCI is actually a platform.
okay.
Yes. So, okay. Yeah, you were telling me something about NPCI.
Yes, as I would continue, NPCI is the platform that provides support for every type of digital payment made in India. For example, UPI or any other digital payment, such as when we use point of sale machines for payment made at any platform, such as petrol pumps, grocery stores, etc.
Very good. Okay. You just mentioned that in India. So suppose, I mean, that is a, I know that question must be very tough for you, but just asking out of your general awareness, suppose someone is in UAE or USA and he wants to
Yes,
remit money directly to my account. I am in India, he is in USA, an Indian passport holder who has just went to USA for some leisure purpose, and he wants to do remittance and he wants to send me money from UPI from there to my account. Can he do the same?
sir. Can you repeat the question because the network lagged?
I'm sorry for that. Suppose, Harsh, you are there, you have an account in Punjab National Bank, you're using any UPI app with you, and you are transacting money in India. You went for a leisure in US, you went for a tourism, and over there you want to send some money to me via UPI.
Sir,
I in India sitting here, I also have an Indian bank account. You also have an Indian bank account. You are having an UPI app. you want to send me money from there to my account. Can you send me by UPI? Because you just mentioned that in India.
Yes, sir. We can send money across borders. As I have said that it governs only in India, and but it does not control the other UPI payments that are made in other countries. If and as you said that if someone makes payment from USA to India or vice versa, then NPCI works as a platform, not a governing body.
So NPCI is actually never a governing body. It's always a platform. I mean, my question is, can he send money from an Indian bank account from
Yes, sir.
US to India or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I would actually like to correct. I understand that this was actually a very tough question. See, in US, there are SWIFT standards. So whatever money is transferred from that nation is via SWIFT, whether you have any kind of account. So a person can only do a do an UPI transaction wherever UPI is permitted, wherever NPCI is there. So
Yes,
we are
sir.
actually trying to large scale us, but let's see in the future how it goes. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Harsh, I hope you have seen the new Trump immigration policy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you think that the way he sent immigrators to back to India, the illegal immigrators, I say, back to India, how will it affect the image of India across the globe?
Sir, first of all, I would like to clear that illegal immigrants are not good for any nation,
Okay.
and it just does not look good for the image of the particular country from which the illegal immigrants belong. Second point, moving towards your question, I would say that illegal immigrants that have returned from USA would hamper Indian economy and GDP and various factors in multiple ways, such as there are many people who have returned, and people increasing such number can hamper India's medical facilities, food production, food consumption, and other needs in various ways, which may affect all the population of India.
No, but I was asking a very different question. I was asking, like, I hope you have seen how US government has sent back the immigrants handcuffed, their legs are tied, they were not even allowed to go for their basic amenities, for washrooms, even for drinking water. So was like, we have very good terms with US. So if US is sending our illegal immigrants, though, our people back like this, was like, how do you see this as a move?
Sir, once again, I would like to continue that sending illegal immigrants, even if they are illegal immigrants, that was a very inhuman way to transport people rather than their nationality, even if they were Indians or not. It is I would consider it a very inhuman way to transport people.
Okay. Okay. So I hope you have seen the recent this MPC report. So you have seen how much, like, what was the result after this? What was the MPC report?
Sir, the MPC report consisted that the repo rate should be decreased by 25 basis points. That means 0.25% decrease in the current repo rate, which would result the resultant repo rate as 6.25%.
Okay. What is call money?
Sir, money is a basic amenity that we can
Call
exchange.
money. I said call money.
Sorry, sir.
What is call money?
Sorry, sir. I don't have.
Okay. No issues. So how will this budget benefit women of India?
Sir, the government has introduced many policies in favor of women that
Mhm.
would make them independent and help them grow financially, as well as the woman would become more secure in financial terms. So I
So
think
how like what budget is exactly about? You've seen the budget, I guess.
that I've seen, but I can't recall it.
Okay, no issues regarding that. Okay, Harsh. So from you belong from Kanpur, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell me more of the historical places of from Kanpur.
Sir, there are many historical places such as Ganga Ghat, which has now been developed as Atal Ghat and
Mhm.
Kanpur Botanic Club, as well as Nana Rao Peshwa Park, which had its significance in the 1857 revolution, as
Okay.
all the freedom fighters of that period used to secretly convey their meetings at that point.
Okay, tell me something about World War II.
Sir, World War II began in 1939 to
Mm-hmm.
1945, and after 1945, all the nations agreed to form a international body, which today we know as United Nations. That was also formed after the Second World War ended in 1945, and the participating nations in World War II were Germany, uh, Japan, USA, Russia, and most of the Europe, such as British, which also included the British India, and French, etc.
Okay, very nice. So, can you tell me what do you mean by narrow money?
Sir, I think narrow money is the term that we used for loans.
No, no issues. Go and read about it as well. Okay, can
Yeah,
you tell me this budget? How will it help the middle class?
it would help the middle class in many ways. As we can see, the tax slabs has been shifted, and there is no tax up to income of 12 lakh, and extra remittance is given to up to 75,000. That would include that if a person whose gross income is 12 lakh 75,000 would be excluded from any type of tax in the new tax regime.
Okay. So, Harsh, I'll ask you a scenario. I'll ask you a very quick question. Suppose you are in a bank sitting as an assistant manager. The strength size of bank is currently 3 members.
Okay.
So your branch manager is there. You are the assistant manager, or I say deputy manager, and there's one clerk in the branch. Your branch manager is absent for the day.
Okay.
Okay. In particular, like if your branch manager is absent, the deputy manager is almost the head. Okay. A customer enters your bank and he's very angry, and he starts shouting on your clerk that the remittance that he has done, because I hope you know that NEFT is done in batches.
Yes, sir.
Right. So he had to send some very urgent money to one of his beneficiary, but it was taking time. It was taking time. Already 1.5 hours has passed, but there is no sign for the same, and he's started shouting like anything. So how would you control the situation?
Sir, first of all, I would go to the considered person, and I would first try to calm him, and then uh, ask him if he would join me in my cabin. Then I would properly explain whole condition, such as uh, did you just mention NEFT?
NEFT, NEFT.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I will explain him that NEFT generally takes up to 2 hours, as it is released in batches at every 30 minutes. So as you mentioned that 1.5 hours have passed, so I'll
Is it sure? Is it sure that it will that the time frame is 2 hours?
yes, sir.
How can you say is it sure?
Sorry, sir,
How can you say that you are so sure?
because I have read it.
Okay, but the customer is not ready to like he's still arguing. What will
Yes. So I'll make sure that by anyhow he waits until the next half an hour is passed. I would try to calm him by explaining this scenario that generally a payments made through NEFT it takes up to 30 minutes to 2 hours to process completely, as
Mm.
the payments are made every 30 minutes in batches. So maybe this would help, and if he does not calm, then I would seek help from the local police station.
Okay. Okay, Ash, I would like to suggest you for the same. Suppose if you met such a scenario, first of all, like you said, that I will try to make him calm. Instead, like when you will try to make him calm, ask him for a glass of water.
Yes.
Ask him, sir, why is that payment so urgent? And try to empathize him, because you cannot call local police every time. And
Not That's the last resort, not
exactly,
immediate.
that's a last resort. But even if you call local police, now that will anyhow hamper the dignity of your branch as well. So, and it will create questions over you that aren't you able to control branch? Aren't you able to control customers? Right. So try to empathize him. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Can I know which is the bank that you have filled in your priority? Because I currently I'm not having those documents, but when you will go to the original panel, so they'll be having it. So can you tell me which bank you have placed at the first rank?
Sir, it is Central Bank of India.
Central Bank of India. Okay. Why Central Bank of India?
Sir, because it has been for a very long time my mother's bank account holder. So
Okay.
I've been visiting it not now, but since when I was a child, I used to go with her to accompany her. So it is a kind of affection, not that mental judgment.
Okay, Harsh. Okay, Harsh. So that was very nice meeting you. I wish you a very good luck. I'll tell you some of the points that you need to focus upon.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I mean, not every time, but a few times there becomes so that you have to omit. Otherwise, your spoken skills were very good, and more than that, I would say when you are not knowing the answer, so you can even say that like it was a nice way to answer that. Sorry, sir, I cannot recall. But rather than this, you can say, sir, can I have a minute to think about it? Can I have some 30 seconds? So you can ask him properly.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Harsh, one more question I just wanted to ask you. I forgot asking you. Which day is today as per the Valentine's week?
It is Rose Day.
Rose Day. Okay. What was yesterday then?
Uh, I got, I don't know, but I remember today's day as I saw me.
Okay, Harsh. Okay. Okay, Harsh. Goodbye, Harsh. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.